internet addiction, probably you would understand that spending so much time engaging so much in games or social media to the extent that it starts impacting other aspects of your life, it starts impacting your mood, and it becomes almost engulfing for you. That is when it starts reaching to the level of addiction, where it is difficult to disengage.
Internet addiction is something that is definitely on the rise, right? We are seeing more and more cases of it. With regard to depression and suicide, while I feel that there is some level that it was getting missed out earlier and the detection has increased, people are speaking about it a lot more, somewhere the rates of suicide are also going up with time, so to the point that recent Lancet study indicates that depression is the #1 killer in the youth today between the ages of 15 to 25.
So there are various aspects to it. One is the thrill-seeking aspect, which is it's so exciting. There's something that is constantly challenging, a cult almost that these games create. The other thing is also this fantasy life that these games build, and it's almost like an escape from the real challenges. Another aspect is instant rewards or instant gratification that comes their way through these games. So I know if I do a certain thing, I'm going to get instant rewards out of it, which is not the case in real life.
When a child starts a challenge like this, there's the constant fear that my family or my parents don't already know about it. And the revelation that they will then find out about it is probably also very scary. That, what will the world think? What will my parents think? What will my friends think when I'm not able to complete this challenge? Or how I'll be viewed? Is that also a view that I'll be considered a loser in some way or considered a failure in some way?
So the starting point to this probably for parents would be to really understand and know your child. Usually depression, anxiety, or any other emotional turmoil manifests itself in various areas of life. So is your child not able to perform as well in school anymore, or the grades are dropping, or the child is showing much more anxiety towards performance vis-a-vis earlier? Are there emotional outbursts? Or is the child withdrawn? Is your child talking about things which may appear morbid, or is indicating low self-esteem, is not able to focus really well? How's the appetite? How's the sleep? All of these things could be the starting points to notice then.
So if the parents are constantly on their phones, it's not setting a very good example for their children. And so somewhere it's more about spending quality time, making the time that we have with the children count. It's not about spending hours, but even if you're able to find 15 minutes or half an hour in a day where you can be with the child without having a phone, without constantly checking, the phone or watching the news, it's your time with your child where you're spending it emotionally connecting with them.
I feel that one thing that you have to keep in mind is that there is always someone around you who would care to know what's going on and would want to listen to you and would want to understand you and empathize with you. So it's okay to reach out to people and talk about your emotional difficulties or whatever you're going through right now. It is something that can be overcome. It is not easy. It is a very difficult process. But if you're able to speak about it, reach out, and find spaces where you're able to feel safe to talk about it, then it's going to be helpful. And then there are professionals who are willing to help you, so it's always okay to reach out to them as well.